Nour, I finally found it. The 6 worst fictional ropes. I cannot grab them, they don't exist, they're just in my imagination.
Michael, I told you to find 6 fictional tropes for the video.
Tropes?
Yeah.
Ah, the elusive letter T. Second only to my favorite letter, the lowercase letter R.
Hey guys, Nour here, and today's topic is the 6 worst tropes in fiction and how to avoid them. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe. I put out content every Tuesday and Thursday. Let's get started. There are many awful tropes in fiction, but today I wanted to talk about the 6 worst because they keep haunting my nightmares. Like, they're causing some serious health issues. I can't sleep, I can't speak. Wait, that doesn't sound right. Anyway, tropes are tropes for a reason. They're used all the time and often overdone. For example, the trope where the main character is pretty much lame and boring, but surprise, surprise, everyone thinks she's cute. I hate this trope so much for several reasons. For one, this girl is described as bland. So bland, in fact, that everyone else is actually prettier than her. Even the author thinks so, clearly. Otherwise, the author wouldn't describe her as this boring, ugly girl and everyone else as drop-dead gorgeous prom queens. For 2, despite her blandness, everyone calls her pretty, which is something that I thought was cute when I was younger, but now that I'm an adult, it's just cringeworthy. Like what? Is this character beautiful because she has no self-esteem and thinks of herself as meh? Also, what kind of message is this trying to give young girls? That in order to be liked by others, you have to dislike yourself and your looks? I get why this trope trended in the past. I really do. When you're young and don't feel confident and you read a book where the main character also doesn't feel confident, but everyone likes her because she's shy and bland, it gives you hope that you can also be liked despite not liking yourself. Now, here's the problem with reality. If you're not confident and don't talk to anyone because no one talks to you, because you're not trying to be friendly in any way, then no one is randomly going to talk to you or fall in love with you or think you're cute. You'd just be invisible. So while this trope gives you momentary hope, reality just squashes that. This trope is misleading. If you want to make friends, you have to be willing to talk to people. It took me a few years, but I did learn that lesson. Anyway, an easy way to avoid this trope is by not describing the character as bland or boring. You don't even need to describe her or him as gorgeous. Just describe them as they are and let the reader decide if that's beautiful or not. Also, don't make everyone attracted to the main character. That's not realistic. Beauty is subjective, and not everyone should want your main character. Now, my second worst trope is when the main character falls in love with a rich guy. But no, not for his money. She likes him for his personality and charm, duh. And maybe because he's pretty, which is a little bit shallow. There's nothing wrong with physical attraction, of course, but like, this is a little overdone. All these traits, nice personality, rich, attractive, charming, they come together to form a cliche. Oh, and of course, this guy is young. He built his entire empire before he was 20, because that's just normal, right? This trope is just unrealistic in so many ways. I'm sure there are perfect people like this somewhere. The earth is big. But this story is getting old. Try writing about a poor man who falls in love for once. I would totally read that. Change the trope a little. Make the poor man charming. And here's another awful trope for you. He's a bad boy with a dark past, but she thinks she could fix him. And maybe she will, but is this a way to promote abuse? Because these stories tend to be filled with emotional, if not physical abuse. But the guy is hot, and he can be sweet sometimes. So that makes up for everything, right? Right?
No.
No, it doesn't. Why are there books out there with this trope? This isn't romantic or cute, it's creepy. Don't make the girl fall in love with this abusive idiot who can't get his crap together. A guy or girl can and should have flaws, but it shouldn't be cute if they're awful people. And here's another awful trope for you. Almost every love triangle, where the main character loves two people and they both love him or her back. I guess this is possible. There are some open relationships out there like this, but what makes this a terrible trope is the fact that it's too overdone. I see it in many book series and TV shows and even movies. Obviously they sell well, otherwise people wouldn't keep writing them. But that doesn't mean they're not overdone. So I guess just try not to write them if you don't need to. The fifth trope is when good always wins in the end. Okay, let me elaborate. Good winning in the end is fine. It's only a problem when the protagonist wins too easily. They're practically perfect and overcome all obstacles with such ease. They're smart, strong, and quick, and can take down any beast. This trope becomes boring way too fast, and the only way to fix it is by making your protagonist flawed in at least one or two aspects. Then when good wins in the end, it's even better than we expected. And lastly, the sixth worst trope, when the main character has this magical or inherited power, but it only activates on their 16th birthday. It's always their 16th birthday. I don't know what it is about this age.
Sweet 16?
I don't know. And of course, there's always this question. Will their power cause this great destruction because they just don't know what they're doing? I see this trope a lot, which is why it's just meh at this point. The best way to avoid this is by simply removing the fact that their power only activates at a certain age. Like, is there an off or on switch somewhere? So yeah, these are some of the worst fictional tropes out there. What are others you can't stand? Let me know in the comments. My novel Divinity Falling is currently on pre-sale and the release date is October 1st. And I also have an animated book trailer for it, so if you haven't checked it out yet, make sure you do so. I will leave it in the card here. And if you'd like to read an excerpt of the book, make sure you go to my website. I will leave the link below. And I'm also hosting a giveaway for anyone who pre-orders Divinity Falling. The 3 grand prize winners will each get a signed hardback of the book. Plus, I will be giving out other book-related goodies throughout the duration of the giveaway. So if you haven't pre-ordered the book yet, make sure you do so and then send me a picture of your receipt and enter it in the giveaway form below. That way you could be entered for the giveaway. And all those who enter the giveaway will receive the first 5 chapters of Divinity Falling in advance. And for all those who pre-ordered, thank you so much and I hope you enjoy the first 5 chapters. And if you enjoyed the content I put out on this channel, please consider supporting me on Patreon. It helps keep the channel going. As for you, you receive many perks as one of my patrons, such as writing templates, guides, and exercises. So definitely check out my Patreon and please consider supporting me there. I also have a Discord server free for all, so make sure you check it out. I will leave it in the description below. You will meet me and other writers and get to chat with all of us. And if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, check out my others, and subscribe. And remember, Nour for president!